Hey guys, welcome back to JQ's review. So I'm going to be reviewing Spider-Man No Way Home. What can I say about this movie? It is freaking fantastic. I love it. I mean, I'm going to be a little bit nitpicking here and there, and I'm going to be spoiling all the movies. So if you haven't seen the movie, please avoid watching this at all costs. But this movie's been out for quite some time now. And I guess, now it's time for me to review it, give you my point of view, make sure that you guys get all the information, and just to give you a little glimpse if it's good or bad, or it's right for you or not. So, let me get this straight. Tom Holland right now as Spider-Man, when I first seen him in Civil War, Captain America Civil War, I actually like him. I like his character. I like that he's a teenager. He's a smart guy. He's a geek. He's a tech. He's a little bit clumsy, but he's new to the superhero gig, which is actually pretty cool how they introduce him to the MCU. And I love how they develop him, even though I just don't like the universe he's in. I don't know why. I mean, I like Tobey Maguire, don't get me wrong, Spider-Man, but it was cheesy, I won't lie. But his universe is silly as well, especially in that high school he's in. But then again, we do live in a different world, so I can see why they're going with this route with his Spider-Man. With the selfies and the weird. Everyone's getting good. No, actually, no. I take that back because even Flash Thompson, during the first three movies, I didn't like him at all. I mean, they really bad casted him as Flash Thompson. He was just terrible in every single movie. He was funny. He had his sense of humor here and there, and they made fun of him at the same time. But I didn't see him as Flash Thompson. Mary Jane, on the other hand, I actually like her. I like who they picked as Mary Jane. She's smart. She's not dumb, or well, I really can't say helpless. She's still in that category of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. That is, the damsel in distress. Sometimes, I mean, she does help out, Spider-Man here and there, but she really doesn't do much compared to Andrew Garfield, Gwen Stacy. She actually does help out. She gets in trouble too and whatnot, but she does, help. In the third film, what they did with her here, Mary Jane, she does help out a lot. She does give motivation and everything like that, but I'm still waiting for they make like a kick-ass Mary Jane when she finally grows up, or does like they do with the comic books or the other video games where she joins Shield or she gets training. She won't be a damsel in distress or whatnot, but let's just see where this Mary Jane goes. But other than that, I do like her, who she is, and how she plays the role. Let's see. As you can see in the background, all three Spider-Man is confirmed. All three of them are there. And I like each of every one of them, even though I wasn't really a big fan of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. And here they make him very likable. And when I first saw the first Amazing Spider-Man, I did not like the movie so much. I really hated it. I couldn't stand it. I mean, the action was okay and decent, but I didn't like the costume. I didn't like who played that Spider-Man. And I call it. There was a time where I guess when there was a lot of Twilight movies and they was trying to go a little bit with the same route with this character, the shy guy, the emo guy, staying away and stuff. That's one of the reasons why I couldn't get into the Andrew Garfield. And then when they made part two, they just kind of rushed it up like they did with Spider-Man 3. So again, it was just a floppy mess with that movie. But then again, when he came back here, he was actually likable. He was actually pretty cool and kind of redeemed himself a little bit more than his previous film. So I like that. Tobey Maguire looked like he hasn't aged one goddamn bit. He looks more skinnier, if anything. But I do like all the Easter eggs, all the things that they had in this movie, and all the villains, the previous villains in the past. They kind of fixed up the mistake, except for one, but I'll get into that. They fixed Electro, which they made him look like a badass in this one, and his motivations are a little bit better than the Andrew Garfield Electro, the Amazing Spider-Man one. But what's this one? How I was gonna say it. Like his suit looks better. He wants to become stronger. He's stronger in this universe than his previous universe. I call it, and it just seems like his motivations. He just wants to be a dick. He just wants to be evil, which is cool. Dr. Octavius, oh my god, I liked him in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. He was amazing as Dr. Octopus. And the Green Goblin from the first Spider-Man, Willem Dafoe, he's back and he does an amazing job. He just makes you hate you, like you kind of sympathize him and hate him at the same time. But again, he did a perfect role as the Green Goblin. Even though it kind of sucks in the movie when they put the trailer that he's there with his Green Goblin suit. I thought that would maybe make him fight a little bit more with the Green Goblin suit. Then later on, destroy it, and then he goes on without wearing the Goblin suit. I wouldn't like that, but they kind of just like ripped it off and everything. I don't know if it's a trend with these movies nowadays, but it seems like some of the people that are superheroes, they don't keep their mask on. They usually enjoy taking it off, except keeping it on. It kind of beats the purpose of them being superhero or having secret identities and stuff like that. I don't understand. It's been a trend with even in DC and I call it in Marvel films that they just don't keep their mask. They always take it off. I know we want to see the artist, but we want to see the hero at the same time. But it's just me nitpicking here and there. Now, the one who really got a bad rap in this one was the Sandman, and I guess what was the Lizard? I mean, the Lizard was okay. He was funny. He had a few dialogues here and there, but they really didn't do much with him. The Sandman is the same way too. He wants to get back to his world, so that's why he wants to fight Spider Man to get the little Eye of Armado or whatever box was that bullshit. And to go home. His motivations are okay, but it just seems like they really didn't do too much with him. And when they do defeat him, they have the CGI of the old film coming back. I don't know if he got an old or he looks like crap, so that's why they wanted to CGI him as a human like that. I don't know, but it just sucks that we didn't really get to see him. We just saw him mostly in sand form, if anything. How you call it? Who else? Got the Lizard. Basically like, we got like the majority of there. I don't know if there's anyone else missing, but all right. Mary Jane. Mary Jane is. I mean, not Mary Jane. Sorry. Aunt May. Aunt May is a dumbass. She kind of decides to like destroy the whole world just to save a couple of nobodies who they don't know and they live in a different universe or whatever. I understand that if they live in this timeline or in this universe, okay, maybe help them out or stuff like that. And I understand she works at a shelter. She wants to give people second chances. And that's fine. That's understandable. But if they're psychopath killers and stuff like that, and you're willing to risk your whole entire world, the motivation there doesn't, it doesn't fit. And they just made, Aunt May a dumbass. And it was sad to see her die because she was, funny in the first two films. And she was funny in this one too. But just when they try to, like, make her, how you call it, want you to sympathize with her because she wants to save villains, horrible people. It just seems like you're willing to, risk it all for 5 to 6 individuals that, you have no business with whatsoever. I mean, that's just me nitpicking, but I'm just saying I really didn't like that a lot. Now, with the chemistry with all 3 Spider-Men they had in the film, they were really good. I really liked them a lot. I liked them, together, get them getting to know each other, explaining their past, explaining what they're doing now in the future. It's good to see them, interacting and whatnot. I just wish they focused more time on the 3 Spider-Mans, like, give them more, like, this movie was like 2 hours and 43 minutes, I guess, if I'm right. But they shouldn't just given more, maybe an hour extra for them, to getting to know them, getting to know their world, know about the Avengers, since in their world they don't have the Avengers or any of the superhero. They should have just given more time, to get to know each other and whatnot, and we have spent time more with them because this is the only film we're gonna get all 3 of them together, and then after that they're gone. We're never gonna see them again. And Doctor Strange did a good job, but he kind of seems like he always fucks up. He's supposed to be the Master Supreme, and he always messes up on everything. I don't know if that's just like a coincidence or whatnot, but he always messes up at everything and dooms the whole goddamn planet for his amusement. It's just like, goddamn it, Strange, you do something good for once. But I mean, again, maybe it will tie in his movie with Doctor Strange and the multiverse and whatnot. Maybe they might explain what's going on and whatnot. Maybe. I'm not quite sure, but again, Doctor Strange did a good job, but it just keeps on messing up our world for some goddamn reason. Um, Other than that, I love the movie. The movie was great. The 4K version of this movie is coming out on April, and I'm planning to get it myself. I already have all the other 4K Spider-Man movies from Sam Raimi to Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland's MCU Spider-Mans. I have all of them, and I can't wait to get this one. Should I recommend you to watch it? If you're a Spider-Man fan, definitely watch it. If you're new to Spider-Man, whatever, this is still a good film to, see right now. Um, Let me give it a grade. I will give this a 9 out of 10. I liked it. I think everybody else hopefully will like it, and especially with all three Spider-Mans, what's not to like? But other than that, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to continue making more movie reviews. My next review would be Hotel Transylvania 4. And oh boy, do I got a lot to talk about that because it's not good. But thank you guys for watching. Take care. Don't forget to like and subscribe to JQ's World. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.